Morning. A beautiful day, a beautiful bike. That can only mean one thing. Time for an ice cream. Well, hello everyone. Can you believe it? Every time I think, yeah, I'll go out and do another ice cream video, the sun seems to come out. Of course, I've just jinxed that now, haven't I? Anyway, there's not many days I can wear a textile jacket and my textile gloves as well, my summer gloves. These are great gloves, by the way, in-bike gloves. They're a Chinese company. Made a separate video about these last year. I was so impressed with them. Anyway, enough of that. Of course, I'm going off for another ice cream. Heading down to Kingscourt now. Years and years ago, we used to, when the kids were young and would had a day away, we used to come back home via Kingscourt, and quite often we used to stop and get an ice cream in the place I'm going to today. So that must be 10 years ago. I don't even know if they still sell ice creams. I don't even know, well, to be honest, I can't even remember how good or bad they were. I was just thinking, where can I go within County Cavan, which sells ice creams? So that one just came to mind. It's not too far away from home, as always. I've got loads of other things to do today, so I can't venture too far. So that's where we're heading. I don't even know the name of the shop. I can't remember until we get there. Actually, on the talking about the name of shops and ice cream, if you are an ice cream seller or an ice cream shop and you're based in County Cavan and you happen to be watching these videos, and you would like me to come and sample your delights, please drop me a line. wheeliegoodvideos@gmail.com is the email, or just leave a comment in the section below. And I'd be more than happy to come along. Now, what I will say is that I'm treating this very, very fairly. As I said in the first video, I'm a cameraman on the program Come Dine With Me, so I am using the same sort of scoring regime, if you like, or the same scoring model, I think is more of a correct phrase, to rate the ice cream. And at the end of the competition, I really still don't know how many I'm going to review. I mean, obviously, I don't want it to go to go on for years and years, because I'm sure there are thousands of ice cream sellers in Cavan. I'll probably realistically do less than 10, 7 to 10 maybe. That's how I'm thinking at the moment. And then I'll announce the grand winner at the end of it. That's the plan. So yeah, if you sell ice creams, you want me to come along, then, or if you're proud of what you sell and you reckon you could be the winner, drop me a line. I'm happy to be there. Look at that little house. I think maybe it was an old school. Every time I ride around this beautiful Irish countryside, well, you'll know if you've followed me for a while, I'm forever oohing and ahhing and thinking what I could spend a lotto win on. I'd love to do up an old house. We actually, my wife and I, when we moved to Ireland, we bought a dilapidated old farm, and we did that up, which is why I do sort of have a vested interest in old buildings and a bit of a vision, or maybe I'm just a dreamer. Probably more of the latter. Anyway, as you can see today, folks, I'll tell you what, since this is a motorbike channel predominantly, I'll give you a little bit of chat about the motorbike. I did buy some new leather gloves recently after I reviewed the grip wrap here. Somebody was saying, yeah, what you need now is the leather gloves to go with it. I bought them. They're absolutely incredible, but they're just a little bit too warm on a day like this. Otherwise, I would have brought them out just to match the grip wrap. Still less than 1,000 mile on this Royal Enfield, and I've owned it for what, 2 years, maybe it's longer, 2.5 years or something like that. So it really is my Sunday best, or as it's going to be known, I'd say, especially if the weather keeps up like this, my ice cream delivery van. I love riding this bike, especially on a day like this. And do you know what's lovely? Wearing the old textile jacket as well. I'm getting a beautiful breeze. Obviously I don't have the windscreen on this bike, although this little fly screen here does a great job of throwing a bit of the wind around me, and actually doing what it says on the tin, diverting some of the flies off my visor. I notice when I'm riding this CRF Now, albeit I'll probably ride that in different surroundings, like in fields or on track or something like that. But when I'm wearing this helmet, the visor is covered in flies. So I'm wondering if it's anything to do with this little fly screen. Roads are beautiful at the minute. I was out on a spin yesterday on the Aprilia, the RS660. And when I got home, I just thought I'd touch the tyres because I was really leaning it over. I didn't take a camera with me. It was just therapy, as I call it. The sort of bike rides I go out on without a camera, just when I need to, well, when I need the therapy. And when I came back, I touched the tyres. Oh my God, they were melting. I was away on it for 3 hours, and the roads were like this, and I was able to lean it right over and have full confidence. The Rosso Corsa 2 tyres on that bike are amazing. He was well over there. That's why you can't go around these bends in this part of the world, you know, sort of hugging the centre line, because you just really never know what's coming around towards you. So let me tell you a little bit about this, because we're nearly in Kingscourt. I'll tell you a little bit how I'm scoring the ice cream now. Obviously, the taste of the ice cream is the number one thing I look for. The size of the ice cream as well is another thing, and also the price. That's all sort of got to correspond, really. I don't mind spending a £5 on an ice cream as long as you get a £5's worth of ice cream, you know what I'm saying? But the taste and the texture, the size of it. The other thing I'm thinking of as well is that I might start rating it by the cone, because I've had a few ice creams of late, none of which are featured on here, but with a really sort of, I wouldn't say a soggy cone, but definitely not crisp. And thinking about it, they were probably last year's cones, just stored in a box somewhere within the ice cream shop until the sun has come out this summer. So I shall be looking at that as well, and I'll also be rating the ice cream on the ice cream shop and the friendliness of the staff who serve it. So they're the sort of key features I'll be rating it on, and if you've seen the previous one, or the previous ones I've done, as you know, I'll be scoring it out of 10. Now you see that place there? If you haven't heard me saying it, because I've said it a few times on my videos, Johnny Cash and June Carter played that. It used to be a dance hall. Back in 1964 they played it. They did a 12-date tour in 10 days of Ireland, just to really sort of get their affair going. That was one of the venues they played. I know that because I've made a documentary about it. I've also mentioned it a few times on this channel, so forgive me if you've heard me rabbiting on about that before. But maybe if you're new to the channel, that was a good little factoid of information. Now, if I remember rightly, the ice cream shop, I really do hope they still sell ice cream, is around here to the right. I might have to double back down the street unless I can turn in the middle, because it has one of those, it's one of these wide shops. That's it, Pat's shop. You see the red shop there? Well, it's got an ice cream cone on the outside, so it's looking hopeful. Oh, that's a great little pub, by the way, Gartland's there, thatched roof. I've also filmed in that. Anyway, it seems like it's a bit of a journey down memory lane here. It's still fairly early in the morning. There's a lot of cars out. Maybe they're all queuing to come into the ice cream store here because it's so good. Let's hope it is. I really do you know what, I haven't really had a bad one yet, and I just want to try and keep that up. Okay, Pat's shop. Well, this one sells ice cream as well. I can't go to both. I'll go to the Pat's shop one, since that's the one which I had in mind. Okay, power off. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Do you sell ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great start. Do you do 99s?
Yeah.
That's an even better start.
We're here a long time.
Brilliant.
100 and something years.
Oh, really?
This used to be an ice cream parlour Yeah,
Well,
my great granny had an ice cream parlour here. And everything was made from scratch.
And you're part of the family?
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Edel.
You're Edel. Oh my God, this
Yeah.
is brilliant. I love to learn about the history.
This woman here.
Show me.
So the shop was first opened by
That's
this couple. She was the woman who made everything herself.
So
All
she
the
is
ice cream
the
and the whole
ice
lot.
cream woman.
Yeah, so she started it, and then her daughter.
So that's Molly there.
And she was married to Pat, and that's where Pat's shop came from.
Wow.
And then they had their daughter, this lady here, that's my granny.
Right.
And she was Patricia as well.
Yeah.
And then she had, that's my father. Then he was running the shop.
And you've carried on the ice cream tradition.
Gail.
And
Yeah.
Yourself and hello Gail, how are you?
This man does a YouTube thing for rating 99s.
Yeah, I'm travelling around County Cavan on a motorbike, sampling ice creams. What a job that is.
It's a lovely job.
So I'm just getting the history from Edel here about how it started 100 years ago. That's amazing. Right, well then I'm definitely having a 99, please.
So I hope you like us.
Well, so do I. I'm going to probably score 10 different ice creams around County Cavan.
Is this your first stop?
No, it's not. And I'm
And
not.
if you to eat 10 of them?
Yeah, not all in one day.
I know. It was a good weekend for it though.
It was a great weekend. Yeah,
test an ice
yeah.
cream.
So I'm only doing one a day because I'm trying to watch the weight.
Oh, I know.
But then I'm going to go back to the winner and give the winner a certificate or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm calling them a grand winner. They won't be getting a grand, that's for sure.
No, I know. So there she is again.
That's
She was
her
really
again.
Old. Yeah.
Is that her again there?
That's her daughter.
All right,
That's my
okay.
granny.
What a wall to have in your shop.
I know.
And do you run the shop now, Edel, do you?
Myself and Gail do.
Yeah.
It was Daddy, because the Lotto was one here then a few years ago.
Wow.
And he passed it on to me and Gail, and his mother gave it to him, and her mother gave it to her. Yeah, 1918 it started.
Well,
I know. It's mad, isn't it?
I love the history. Now, I tell you, I have no doubt it's going to taste amazing, this ice cream.
Here it is there. Look. You can't really see it. I know there were cakes and that in the window.
Now this is it. This is the 100-year ice cream in action, is it?
Yeah.
So what happens here? You have to wait for it to get up to the right temperature.
Yeah, and then
And what temperature is that?
I don't know. But it gets to that number. 80 something.
I thought you were going to give me some sort of big scientific reason. Is
no.
it? Oh no! Look at that. That looks creamy ice cream. Now that looks like it's going to be a great one. Whilst you're sorting that out with the flake, I'm going to pay Gail here because I don't want it to melt whilst I'm paying for it. There we go.
You wanted the raspberry, wasn't
The
it?
raspberry is perfect.
Sure. Yep.
Oh, that looks beautiful now. Sorry,
I
let
know
me
I don't want to answer that, you're grand.
No, I insist I have to
No.
pay for it.
No.
Because-
Can you not say it's
Sorry,
a gift?
no, I can't because I'm scoring it.
Oh.
It'll look biased if I'm being given one for nothing.
Oh, I know what you're
So,
saying.
but you're very, very kind to
Okay,
offer.
we'll get
So,
you another day when you're back.
€2.50. You can see there on the till, folks. That's a really good price. And it's a beautiful looking ice cream. I can't wait to get going. Listen, I could stay and talk to you all morning,
Yeah.
but I've got ice cream to sample. So-
Yeah. Well, enjoy.
Yeah, lovely to meet you, Adele. Best of luck, ladies.
Thank you.
Hopefully I'll be back with a certificate, alright? So I can't wait to go out and try this. Lovely to meet you both.
Bye.
All the best. I hope you sell lots of this.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Well, how nice were they? Now let's see how nice the ice cream is. Oh my God. That is wonderful, wonderful ice cream. I'm getting a few funny looks because I'm walking up the street sampling an ice cream here, but it's worth it. Oh, okay, the texture is absolutely fantastic. Really smooth, really creamy. It tastes delicious, full of cream. Can't beat a crumbly flake in an ice cream. I really do think I've got the best gig in the world at the minute. It's absolutely delicious. Okay, I'm gonna sit and enjoy this in peace, because I'm formulating my thoughts, you see. There's quite a scientific process to all of this. I can't just eat it and then tell you what I think out of 10. I have to put all my thoughts together for this. Sorry, I'm just looking around at the bike. That's an MT-07 with an Akrapovic exhaust on it. Oh my god. This really is it's one of the better ones. I shall tell you when I've finished it and I've eaten the cone and everything, I shall tell you then how I'm going to score it. Alright, be back in a tick. The ice cream was superb. The texture, the flavour, everything about the ice cream was superb. The cone was lovely and crispy as well. It wasn't last year's stock. The ladies were lovely who served me. I just liked everything about the experience of eating this ice cream. And €2.50 is a great price, albeit it's not the biggest ice cream I've had, but then that is reflected in the price, so it's fair enough. It corresponds, and that's fair. So the score I'm going to give this, now wait for it, is 9 out of 10, which is a massive score. The only reason I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 is I have to have somewhere to go in case I do get an ice cream, which is better. But 9 out of 10 for PAT'S Newsagents here in Kingscourt. Cracking score, cracking ice cream. Thanks a million for joining me, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you the next time on the Motorcycle Ice Cream Challenge. I'm having a great time doing this series. I really think it's such a brilliant idea. Okay, I'll see you on the next ice cream outing. Until then, I'm just going to finish this. See you soon.